And has there ever been a situation, you as a female MC, that they tried to pressure you to maybe change yourself, maybe over sexualize yourself and make the emphasis on your physique and not on your bars? Does that happen to
For
you?
sure. Like 2020, I spent like a lot of time in Atlanta and just meeting up with different producers and like different people who just like, they say they know this person and that person and all this and that. But it's just like I definitely ran into a lot of people who told me, oh, like you need to be like this, you need to be like that, like you need to be like Megan, you need to be like Cardi. Like I met people who like offered to like give me money to like get my body done and shit.
Right,
And
right,
it's
right.
just like, I just feel like why do females like why when it's like a woman like coming into the industry, it's like the first thing, especially like when it comes to like working with men in the industry,
Right.
they just telling you like how to like over sexualize yourself, like what you need to get done to fit in with the rest of the industry. And it's just like yeah, it just made me feel fucked up. Like if I was a man, what I had came down here and like had to get my body changed, like why do I have to think about
and we
getting
respect you
a
for
body
not doing
change
it. You
to be
shouldn't have to, because you're more talented than most people. So it shouldn't matter. Go ahead, Raymond. What did you have to say, brother?
I'm gonna let you in on a conversation. One of my good friends, right, and she's actually a known rapper. I don't really put it out there like that, but her name is Snow the Product.
Okay.
If y'all ever heard of her,
we heard of her.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been knowing Snow the Product for probably like 4 or 5 years now, and I'm actually very close to her DJ as well. I had a conversation with her one day after a show, and we was talking. We had like a good 30, 45-minute conversation. And I was just like asking her, I was like, look, like I already know your background, and stuff like that. But like now talking to you, like, how do you feel about this industry, as a woman? And certain things that she was telling me, she was like, like the same kind of things that Martina was saying. Like she's been through the times where people were trying to tell her, or the label, because she was signed with Atlantic. And Atlanta was like, well, maybe if you do this, maybe if you like, you kind of be more sexual, like, get away from the, the tomboyish and shit, like, because she's a tomboy for real, like tomboy, tomgirl thing. Like she's a mixture of that. But like if she talk about this in her music and everything else, and they act like, she was telling me like the labels act like they didn't know what to do with her. But yo, the shit that she's been doing, it's been working before she signed with a label. I remember it was a time when she was coming up, like it was really hard for her because she was a Mexican rapper, number one. She was a woman, and like people didn't want to listen to her at first. Like nobody wanted to listen to her at first when she was coming out. And now she got on and she got the fan base that she needed. That's why I think it's very important for like artists to have leverage. Like that's very important. So when you go to these meetings or you go to these labels, execs or whoever, you get to be able to say no because you have leverage. You have something that you can show that, hey, this shit been working for me for the longest time. And you like me, you obviously you like something about me. Why do you want to change that? And I think more artists need to come out and start saying these types of things, because I don't think that is being said. And they look at the money and they be like, oh shit, I can do so much with this money. But yeah, you got to give up your integrity. They are buying your integrity. That's what they're doing. And so with Snow the Product, that's why I respect her a lot, because I've seen her struggle. I've seen her do all the things that it took for her to get to where she is. And for her to be a woman and still going, like she's doing her own music videos, she's doing her own thing. She don't got to answer to nobody. I think that's the route that a lot of artists need to take. And for you, Martina, as a woman, it's even more harder for you because you're from Baltimore. Think about the stigma that comes with being from Baltimore. You get what I mean? Yeah. Like, a lot of us is not in the industry like that because of the stigma here. Like, you say you're from Baltimore? Oh shit, we kind of hesitant on doing business because Baltimore got a negative, they got a negative name to them. But it's gonna take you even more of an effort. It's gonna take you 10 times, 15 times, 20 times more of the effort to try to break into the industry, especially in the route that you're trying to take as a woman. You get what I mean? So it's like, keep going at it, keep doing what you're doing. Like, don't look at it like, oh, like, yo, they not trying to let us in. It's an avenue for you. Stick to your avenue and just keep prospering that way. And you're going to have more people. The more you go up, the more people are going to try to get you to compromise your integrity. Like, that's one thing I have noticed about this game, about this business. Just not even just being going up in the industry, but just at the level that you're at now, like starting out now. Like, you got people that's like, oh, you should do this, you should rap about this. Like, I had people tell me, like, oh, you're one-dimensional because you want to rap about this, but you got all these one-dimensional artists out here and they win it. So something is working. Like, you know what I mean? Something is working. And when people are trying to tell you to do other things because you're a woman, they think that you're like, women, changing a woman's mind is so easy. That's why they target women like that. They think that they can keep putting the pressure on you to change your mind. Don't do it. I'm telling you, it's going to work out for you. Like, it's really going to work out for you. I've seen what you've done. I've actually met you in person. You seem like you're a very down-to-earth woman. You know what you want, and keep going at it for real.
I'm gonna give Martina the last word on this topic. Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, yeah, I definitely appreciate you saying that. You know, like, I would definitely prefer to be independent and grinding on my independence before I would just sell my soul or just take a bag and just change who I am completely. So, I mean, I got hope for the future as far as like women in music, just because it is like so much more like independence in music now. Like, you can do so much by yourself without a label. But at the same time, you know, I might, just gotta pull a Lauryn Hill, drop an album, go platinum, and disappear on everybody. Like, nah,
this is legendary as that. We fine with it. Make your contribution. Put Baltimore on the map.
But hey,
you definitely
definitely keep going.
Yeah, definitely that, man. Like, don't stay here. I'm telling you, like, this ain't it. Like, yeah, you could love Baltimore, you can rep Baltimore, but like, people think they owe this place so much that they gotta stay here and grind from here. You don't gotta do that. It's a whole world out there.
Well, I tell people all the time, the United States is bigger than Baltimore City, and the world is bigger than the United States. So if you're just trying to be local, that's all you ever be. You have to have the mindset of being an international recording artist, a global entity, and it'll take you further, because there's a fan for what any of us do. You just have to build your brand and find your fan. It's not necessarily here. We come from a city of haters. They don't. If you're not in a certain type of clique, they may not fuck with you like that.
Yeah, know your audience.
Outside of it, you know, you build your audience to super serve your market. You could do it. But that's all the time we have. Kareem Ali TV. Are you serious? The podcast, Slangster.
Very serious. So I have to stand here today as what I was when I was born. A black man.
Your racism bounces off me, I'm bulletproof. Your prejudice gets deflected, I'm bulletproof. Your hatred can't penetrate me, I'm bulletproof. Our minds can't be shackled no more, nah, we know the truth. Yeah, from the spot that Malcolm stood.